Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
The work week is done, but our storm chances are not. They're back for Father's Day weekend. We'll time it out for you coming up.
A 2-year-old boy shot and killed on I-75.
I will bet my last dollar that boy was going to be special.
Now police chiefs in the area are banding together to stop the violence on Metro Detroit freeways.
But we begin with a new view from police showing an arrest that went viral. We're glad you're with us tonight for Local 4 News at 11. It's a case that some saw as a use of excessive force.
Taylor police used a taser and pepper spray on a man who refused to get out of his car. Well, tonight police released body cam video, and the chief says it shows his officers were patient before things got physical. Sean Lay is live to walk us through that video. Sean, good evening.
Okay, Kimberly, good evening to you. This was a tense 6-minute standoff between Taylor police and this driver who was seen going after a woman. Police giving the man 60 commands before they say they had to use force. Taylor police body camera video showing officers using a taser and pepper spray on a 31-year-old driver. Why were officers there with him in the first place? This woman, minutes before, made a frantic call to 911.
All right, miss, I need you to calm down and try to breathe so we can get through this.
She told police it was road rage.
He jumped on right here on the hood of the car.
When officers got to that driver is asked 49 times over a span of almost 6 minutes to get out of his car. He refused.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere.
Taylor's police chief John Blair says his officers have no idea if there's a gun in the car, and the standoff only gets more tense by the second.
Quit reaching. I'm not reaching for anything. I don't have any weapons. You are reaching. Turn your camera on. You are reaching. Turn your camera on.
A witness did turn her camera on, put the video on Facebook, many viewing this as excessive force.
No use of force ever looks great.
I'm not safe.
So when is the call made to use force? When someone like this driver says he doesn't feel safe and will not cooperate.
We're trying to train our officers to have patience, to understand that there are some people, especially from the minority community, that maybe are very intimidated with the police. Have not either had personal experience with them, or the things that they've heard is that we're dangerous. So we are trying to teach our officers to be patient. Police officers die this way. You can only wait so long.
That 31-year-old driver's mom reached out to me tonight saying she does not think that her son deserved what happened to him. She has gotten an attorney. Chief Blair says the driver, in his opinion, was a danger to himself, the woman, and to others on the road, and they had to act. Kimberly?
Sean, it's Devin. We've seen so many cases of road rage of late. Is that how they're characterizing this then?
Well, the woman called 911 saying it was road rage, and then she later said she made it up, stealing, she says, $200 from the driver during what police are calling a drug deal that went bad. That driver went after her then. So Wayne County Prosecutor's Office will be weighing charges against the woman and the man.
Got it, Sean.
Well, we do have some breaking news we need to get to. We're following from Inkster. That is where a teenage boy has been shot. You are looking live at the scene where there's a large police presence near Brentwood and Mount Vernon. We're told the boy was rushed to the hospital. He is in critical condition tonight. So far, police do not have a suspect. All right, well, we were able to avoid some severe storms tonight.
But still a threat, I guess, for tomorrow, Ben.
Yeah, had us on edge, and thank goodness nothing materialized, but tomorrow may be a different story. We'll talk timing here in a second, but we can show you outside. We're dry right now. In fact, all that rough stuff stayed to our south, and it did turn pretty intense there across parts of central Indiana and Ohio. But we're dry tonight. By late tomorrow morning, we'll start seeing thunderstorms develop. That'll last at least until the early evening hours, early afternoon, I should say, and then it's possible we could see even more as we head into the early evening. However, Sunday, Father's Day, that's looking dry. Tomorrow we are under a marginal risk, so it's the lowest on the scale, but there is a chance that some of those storms tomorrow could become severe. So we'll watch it. Wind gusts remain the biggest threat. Temperatures don't feel a whole lot different. Humidity goes down a smidge, but it does come back as we get into Monday. So we'll tell you when the humidity finally goes away and we can finally get some cooler temperatures in here, at least for a while. And that's in just a few minutes. The Local Forecasters app has got everything you need to know about the weekend, including the 10-day forecast beyond next week. Find it in your app store by searching WDIV. Kim and Devin?
All right, Ben, the murder of a 2-year-old boy on I-75 has detectives now from a number of agencies hunting for the killer.
And now Detroit's interim police chief is calling for a summit with fellow leaders to tackle the increasing violence on the roads. 2-year-old Bryson Christian was shot and killed last night, and his 9-year-old brother was also hit by those rounds. Mara McDonald is following the updates. She joins us live this evening with more. Mara.
Hi, Kimberly. Interim Chief White says that he has contacted his fellow chiefs. They've got something set up for next week to talk about how to combat all the road rage we've seen. And as far as what happened to little Bryson, think about this. His dad had only been on the freeway for a couple seconds when that shooting went down.
We do all the stuff the right way. You know, we not in the streets. I'm so lost. We don't even know where to start looking because we have no enemies.
Bryson's dad, Brian, hollow-eyed with grief and overwhelmed by the last 12 hours. Police tell him they think whoever was driving that light-colored, possibly silver sedan that fired round after round into the family's pickup truck was there for a hit. It has flabbergasted them.
Stuff like this shouldn't happen.
Christian at first thought he must have hit some construction debris on the freeway.
My initial reaction was to look out my rearview mirror and try to pull it to the side. And doing so, I seen somebody hanging out the window with a gun.
That somebody hit and killed 2-year-old Bryson and injured his 9-year-old brother, BJ. Christian pulled over.
I applied pressure to his wound. I don't wish this on my worst enemy.
Because they were shot on the freeway, this is an MSP case. Detroit PD is doing what it can to assist.
It's awful. I mean, there's no words to even provide comfort. All I could do was be there and talk to the family and to reassure them we're going to do every single thing we possibly can as a law enforcement agency to bring justice to their son.
A 2-year-old boy whose favorite phrase was "thank you" and the family's little baby doll.
I will bet my last dollar that boy was going to be special. He was going to make something of himself.
Back here live, Chief White says somebody knows who's responsible for this. And if they care, they need to call either Detroit Police, MSP, and tell what they know. There is a vigil scheduled for little Bryson tomorrow evening. We're live downtown tonight at Detroit Police Headquarters. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara, thanks.
Tonight, border restrictions between the United States and Canada have been extended.
The restrictions banning non-essential travel are extended through July 21st. Meanwhile, Michigan reports 162 new cases and 14 additional deaths today. That's the lowest one-day total for cases since last June. The state says it will no longer update case numbers on the weekends. The next update will be Monday. An Oakland County Sheriff's deputy is in intensive care tonight because of a suspected drunk driver with a long history of traffic violations. The sheriff's office says a 36-year-old man ran a red light at Martin Luther King Boulevard and Michigan Avenue in Pontiac, hitting the side of the patrol car. The deputy was seriously hurt and is in stable condition. Investigators believe the driver was drinking. He's also in the hospital. Deputies say he's been cited 15 other times for things such as speeding and driving on a suspended license.
May see more patrol cars along Michigan freeways and roads for the next 9 days. Starting tomorrow, state and local police departments are going to be cracking down on speeding drivers. State police say there has been an increase in deadly crashes since the start of the pandemic. So the speeding crackdown you can expect to last until June 27th. Be forewarned.
A small Michigan town is facing a big legal battle.
Why they owe more money than they have in their entire yearly budget coming up. Also, why the Catholic Church may start denying communion to President Biden and other high-profile politicians. That's just ahead. Evrod?
Dozens of black-owned businesses offering some pretty big discounts for one day only.
I think that it's important that we can support each other.
After Juneteenth in Texas and after every enslaved person found freedom, they needed to find a way to support themselves. Some of them became entrepreneurs. And that spirit, that entrepreneurial spirit, that tenacity, that grit did not die and has survived even till 2021.
The story of Juneteenth and how you can take part and learn.